Sports fans, yes, I'm back again. I have a special guest for you, another super friend of mine. He is what you would call super fragicalistic expialidocious. I have today a ex-NFL player. I'm talking Atlanta Falcons, Buffalo Bills, Los Angeles or Las Vegas Raiders, but I definitely know Los Angeles Rams. Good friend of mine that I've played a lot of tournaments with when we had the Golf Channel Amateur Tour. It's under a new name, but he still plays. He's big, he's strong, very entertaining. You're going to meet Mike Szemeredy. Yep, big fan, big fan. Stay tuned, watch this. Good afternoon, sports fans. B-Man, that's right, bmangolftti. Having the pleasure of interviewing one of my most contentious players on the Golf Channel Amateur Tour, which is now the US Am Tour. I'm going to introduce you to a legend. Maybe not to his self, but we've done a lot of things where our paths have crossed. Football, any kind of sport. Lately, golf. I'm going to introduce you to Michael Szemeredy. Michael, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, B-Man. How are you, my friend?
I am great. I'm so braggadocious about you because, you know, you're not only are you a great golfer, you look great on camera, by the way. You're very bright.
Well, I wanted you to be able to see me, so I put on my you know, kind of like you like banana yellow. I like Tiger Woods red.
Oh, there you go. And I noticed all your trophies in the showcase in the background. You look like you won a few.
Well, I got to be honest with you, my friend. Some of those are my wife's. Mickey, she's a 5 handicap, so we kind of made the guest room into a little golf shrine. So I think maybe a quarter of those are mine. Maybe half.
Maybe half. All right.
We got a few in the box. Though.
All right. So she's a good player. She's got probably 15, 20 wins.
Yes, she does.
And
she does.
So she's eclipsed my record. I had 21 wins with 4 major championships.
Well, she hasn't won any majors, so I think you still have that record, my friend.
Oh, okay. I'm the Jack Nicklaus. She's the Tiger Woods.
And I haven't seen a major myself either yet, so I'm still working towards that goal.
Oh, my word. Yeah, and you recently, well, what I would call recently, married Mickey Colpit back in 2019, September. Congratulations.
Correct. Thank you.
And
it
outstanding.
was a good move on my part. Well, you know, B-Man, when you get older, you got to make sure that your wife loves golf as much as you do if you're going to go out there and play as much as you can. And I don't know who's more voracious about golf, her or I, but all I got to do is look at her and say, hey, you want to go play 18? And we're out the door, which is, to me, a blessing. So thank you.
Wow.
It's a great relationship.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I want people to know so that they understand. Mike Szemeredy is a ex-tight end. We're talking NFL, Cowboys, Rams, a little bit of stints in Toronto, and he's humble about it, but I am so impressed, Michael, with what you've done.
Well, thank you, sir, and I hate to correct anybody, but all my Raider friends that when I was with the LA Raiders, they're not Cowboy fans. I never did have a try with the Cowboys. I was with the Raiders, the Rams, Buffalo, Atlanta, but thank you for the...
You know what? You know, I read some letter somewhere. It says something to Cowboys, something.
I was invited to one of their training camps to sign with the Rams, and I elected to go to Los Angeles. You know how that is.
I know how that is, brother. God bless you, man. So he's an athlete, ladies and gentlemen. He's not just some pushover. And you're very successful. You're vice president. I know, regional vice president, right?
Correct, of an insurance carrier.
There you go. There you go. I love it, Michael. Your record is just endless, partner.
Well, it's really interesting because a lot of the insurance agents I happen to do business with also play golf. I don't know how that figured into the equation, but it all worked out.
There you go. I'm not going to treat you any different than any other guest, Michael. I'm going to let you have it, just like I give it to them.
All right.
Hold on to your butts. First thing I would like to know, and the listeners to this program want to know, because they send me emails, tell me what questions to ask people, so I do. How old was Michael Szemeredy when he first started playing golf? How old?
That's an easy one. I was 40 years old.
Stop it.
Yeah, and I got to be honest. It's embarrassing about what I'm supposed to say. What I'm going to say, not what I'm supposed to say. I've played every sport imaginable since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And golf, just the only time I ever played golf as a kid was being Canadian. I took a broken hockey stick, dug a hole in my backyard, stuck it in the ground like a flagstick, and took another broken hockey stick and putted a tennis ball in my backyard. That was the extent of my golf career up until age 40. And I thought golf was for older people that were retired. And then when I moved to the U.S. and got to know a lot of friends, specifically I was working in an insurance office at age 40, and it was New Year's Eve, and we're closing the office at 12 noon, and the guys came up to me and said, "What are you going to do when we close at 12 noon?" I said, "Well, I'm probably going to go home." "Why?" "Well, we're all going to Country Way. It's an executive par 3 golf course, and we're going to drink beer and play golf." And I said, "Well, I don't play golf, but I'll go drink beer and watch you guys." And that's where it all started. I got into a cart and started drinking beer, and next thing you know, they put a 5-iron in my hand, and I was duck hooking stuff left. People were freaking out because I almost took out people's picture windows in their homes, and that's where I got hooked.
Wow. Very interesting.
Since then, people don't have to duck and cringe anymore.
There you go. Now, as far as motivation in playing this goofy game, what motivates Michael to keep playing this game? All right, so what'd you think? I told you, he's huge, right? Big guy, but a lot of fun to hang out with. Mike's been around a while. I'm glad I've been able to make friendships with him, and we're going to continue to hang out, do golf. He's going to keep making trophies. I'm done with that, and I would just say, like B-Man will always tell you, even in canary yellow, putt him like you own him, and rock the baby.